And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw is Prescott. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end.
Complete, but 4th
but still
down.
A ways to go on 4th.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
I was going to turn
Yeah,
that
that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won.
That's
and
weird.
So the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From midfield, here's Lock.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Lock. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Lock. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now Lock again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus.
My Rams keep this shit up. Make another stop on defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead.
Get sacked.
No way to escape, and he goes down.
top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Touchdown, LA.
Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way
to
Prescott,
step around it, throw the ball,
or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense.
14-0
those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. Joshua Dobbs, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting
that should
Cleveland
always be a
Browns.
piece of cake right there.
Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory.
When's your
Lastly,
contract
let's
up?
get you to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, wait,
Check
I can
on the
make a trade for
Panthers
you.
at
Fuck
home
that.
at Bank of America Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Cam Newton leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And Danny Carter and Vincent Nett.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are the Rams to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. To throw it is Locke. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lock. And he's going to take this one.
What the hell? Is that even a tight end?
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out
a little bit weird. I thought Jake
the group
was
is behind
ready to
because
play
they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first
41
score.
nothing.
That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how
Who
hard they
shall
play the
be
rest of the
watching?
game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage.
Catherine, do something.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Good shit.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A second broken tackle. Touchdown, L.A. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
We like it too. We like this
extra point
production that we're getting from Julock.
And it is 28-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And
it's good.
Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some
You completed
space,
5 passes so far.
first down and get some momentum going.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
Your O-line's not even helping much.
So
when you do complete it, you're getting jack shit off your passes.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Nowhere to escape.
Get sacked.
And he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack count. Oh, Prescott stripped.
A fumble, sack, touchdown.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
Ingram and Kylie Mack for the assist.
The defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that
Cowboys.
return for a score.
Every meeting we had with you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the
This
inline.
is production you put on the field.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Sad.
And that last
Fucking
possession,
sad.
really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing.
You completed passes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Missed 2 straight so far.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You guys can do something.
No. Will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receiver.
Instead of Cleveland Browns having a sack factor, this is a sack factor right here.
They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hell of a game for
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back?
Pressing game by Dak Prescott again.
That's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
2 minutes left in this football game, which has been a one-sided affair.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's McCaffrey.
There you go. That's the kind of run we needed from McCaffrey.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. Full
still perfect
going,
in this game.
Confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think,
4 plays, 67 yards, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film, all that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions to show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's the first good play you guys have had all fucking game long.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. First down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
2 good plays.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oh, come on, Prescott. Where was this all game?
This one goes for 20.
Oh, fuck.
He's got a man. That's Elliott.
Left the guy wide open.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy.
Fuck, they stopped the clock with that one.
Nobody wants to be shut out.
Nope.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15.
Now going to call a timeout with 15 seconds left of the clock.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10.
I'd call a timeout if I were you guys.
Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down.
And you had a chance to score.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Los Angeles, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA
Sports. We thank you guys for watching these broadcasts as well. It all goes credit to our defense who pitched that freaking shutout, and our 2 broadcasters today, Danny Carter and Vincent Nett. We will see you next week.